Welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to show you how to make everything you need for engraving, from the hammer to the bowl and the pitch and the gravers. So let's go ahead and get in this video, and if you have a question, make sure to leave it in the comments. We are taking our round stock and turning it into square stock. This will make the hammer body up, and it will give us a good starting point to start our punching and drifting. Got this squared up, or mostly squared up. We are going to go ahead and start punching the eye on this. Just make sure we get it centered. Something important is every couple hits we want to turn the billet. And this will make sure that the eye is going to be in as straight as we can get it. Once we get a little bit farther, we are going to have to put a little bit of crushed charcoal in here. You can see right there, it started to want to stick. The reason I mentioned putting charcoal in is the charcoal will act in a way that it will keep the punch from getting stuck, and that will save you some headaches. Okay, actually that was it. That slug is just barely hanging on in there. So you guys should see that, yeah. So let me get behind the forge. You can see that slug just barely sticking on in there. That is out of there. We're starting to get that eye opened up, and this is not going to be a very big eye. This eye will be just a little bigger than this. We want it to be just a little bigger so we can get a handle in, but this is going to be a small hammer. We don't need a huge eye. Here is our little hammer. We got it all forged out. We got it drifted. Currently it weighs about 6 ounces, but that will be taken down a little bit on the grinder. We are going to go ahead and clean up the front and back, and then we're going to heat treat the face. So let's go ahead and get that done. We are going to go ahead and use this piece of metal. It's high carbon steel to make our gravers. We're going to make a simple chisel graver, and I'll put a diagram up on the screen showing that. So let's go ahead and make this graver. I'm in the way for some of these shots in this section, but what we're doing is using our table, which is set to 40 degrees, to put our main bevels for the chisel, and then we are relieving the sides just a little. We are going to heat this up just beyond magnetic, and then we're going to quench it to get it hard. Here we are hitting it with a torch, and what we're looking for is a straw gold collar, and that's going to make sure it's tempered. We need a heavy bowl for our chasing pitch, and you can buy this. It's not that expensive, but if you want to make it, this is how you do it.
One reason we are using this stump is because the center will burn out and it will actually help us get our bowl shape. And you can spend as much time as you want getting the perfect shape, or you could do what I did and just get a decent shape and call it good at that. Here we got some pine resin. This is what you want to look for. See, it tears off fairly easy. Just go around a bunch of trees and collect all of this up. Once you have all your sap, you're going to want to go through it and make sure you don't have any pieces of wood in it or any other debris. Just go ahead and pick through that and clean it up.
Alright, we got our ingredients, which is plaster of Paris. We got a little bit of charcoal. We have the pine pitch, and we have some oil over here. So we're going to start with 6 parts pine resin. And then you're just going to want to heat that on low heat until it melts. We're going to do 8 parts plaster of Paris. We're just going to slowly mix it in. We are going to do roughly 1 part oil. And go ahead and mix that. And the last thing we're adding is going to be some finely crushed charcoal. Maybe roughly a tablespoon.
And there goes my phone, right into the pitch. I was using it for a light. Yay.
So now we are going to transfer everything over to our bowl.
We are just doing a quick test piece. This is a possible engraving I'm going to do on the sword pommel, but it's a good test piece and it gives us a good idea how these chisels will do and how our pitch and bowl will do.
Thank you for watching the video. We have a complete set of graving tools now. And if you followed along or you want to make some of these or you do make some of these, make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. And I'll see you all in the next video.